Hello students, this is the second part of this, we can say that the second video of this chapter, synthetic fiber and plastics. By this video we can study about the plastics and what are the harmful effects of plastic on the environment. So this we will study in this video. So look at the plastics, as already I explained you yesterday that about the polymer. So plastic are also polymer. It is a synthetic material which can be molded into desired shape when soft and then hardened to produce a durable article. Means it is also synthetic material and that can be molded into a desired shape. And then plastics also consist of very long molecules made by joining many small molecules. This already I explained you yesterday that plastics are polymers, means it is made by joining many small molecules. One of the example of plastic is polythene. Polythene, from the name we can understand poly plus ethene. Poly means many, ethene. So many small units of ethene joining together and form polythene. So we can say that polythene is made by or is obtained by polymerization of a chemical compound known as ethene. And you know that plastic does not have the same kind of arrangements. Some plastics have the linear arrangements, we can say that in a straight line, and some plastics have the cross-linked arrangement. So the plastic in which a linear arrangement is there, this plastic is known as thermoplastics, and the plastic in which a cross-linked arrangement is there, this kind of plastic is known as thermosetting plastic. So we can say that plastics are of two types. So one is thermoplastic, another is thermosetting plastic. So what are thermoplastics? The plastics which can be softened on heating and can be molded into different shapes again and again. So this kind of plastic is known as thermoplastics. Okay, this means we can give the any shape again and again, we can change their shape. So this kind of plastic is known as thermoplastics. And for example, polythene and PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. So these are the examples of thermoplastics. And what are the uses of thermoplastics? These are used for manufacturing toys, combs, various type of containers, etc. Now the second type of plastic is thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastic means a plastic in which when we set once, then does not become soft on heating again and cannot be molded a second time is called a thermosetting plastic. Means when it gained the position or shape, then again we cannot mold it. So that kind of plastic is known as thermosetting plastics. And the examples of thermosetting plastics are bakelite and melamine. These are the two examples of thermosetting plastics. You know that bakelite we are using for making the electrical switches and handles of various utensils. Why we are using bakelite for making these kinds of things? Because bakelite is a poor conductor of electricity. So that's why we are using it for making electrical switches and handles of utensils. Same thing, melamine we are using for making electric, we can say that fireproof jackets. So because these are the poor conductor of heat. So we can say that bakelite, melamine, these are the poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay. Now the next is properties of plastics. So you know that plastics are chemically unreactive. Okay. They do not react with air and water. As a result, plastic are resistant to corrosion. Have you seen that in laboratories the maximum chemicals are stored in plastics? Why? Because plastics are non-reactive. It does not react with any chemical, air and water. That's why in laboratories chemicals are stored in plastics. Okay. As they can be easily molded, they are used to make large variety of articles with different shapes and sizes. We know that it can be molded, so we can make many kinds of varieties of articles by the plastics, and we can give any shape and sizes. Plastics do not conduct heat and electricity, so they are used as electrical insulators. We know that plastics does not react with heat and does not react with electricity. That's why it is used for making electrical switches, electrical boards, and the covering of the wires are also made by plastics because plastics are poor conductor of electricity. Plastics do not conduct heat and so they are used as electrical insulators. Because they have low density, they are lighter than metals. They also have good strength and are durable. Being lighter than metal, plastics are used in cars, aircrafts and spacecrafts. Okay, so plastic are also used in cars, aircrafts and spacecrafts. Plastic are generally cheaper and can be made more easily than metals. So they are widely used for making many households and industrial articles. Plastics are cheaper, that's why these are used for making many household and industrial articles also. So in this PPT we have studied about what are plastics, example of plastics, how many types of plastics, and what are the properties of plastics. Okay, so now look at the next one. So here is the define of the plastics once again. So plastics, it is a polymer which can be molded into recycled, remolded and reused. So there are two types of plastics, thermosetting and thermoplastics. So number one is thermoplastics, plastic which can be molded on heating and used again. So that kind of plastic is known as thermoplastics. For example, polythene and PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. The arrangement of plastic in thermoplastic is linear and these can be recycled. We can say that these are linear with monomers. Many small monomers are arranged in a straight chain. So these are known as linear arrangement and these can be recycled. Next, the example of the plastic, that is we can say that the example of thermoplastic is polythene. In polythene, which is the monomer here? Ethene. And poly means many. So we can say that many small monomers like ethene combine together and form polythene. So here is monomer is ethene. And what are the uses of polythene? It is used for making polythene bags, toys and combs. Okay, so these are polythene bags and these are the various household articles. Now the second example of thermoplastic is PVC, that polyvinyl chloride. So what is the monomer here in PVC? That is vinyl chloride. These are the monomers and it is used for making pipes, toys and combs. So already you have seen the PVC pipes. So these are made by polyvinyl chloride. These are the water pipes. These are made by PVC. Now the second type of plastic is thermosetting plastic. Plastic which once set cannot be molded on heating. So this kind of plastic is known as thermosetting plastic. For example, bakelite and melamine. So the arrangement of particles in a thermosetting plastic is cross-linked, means monomers are arranged in cross-linked arrangements and these cannot be recycled. And thermoplastics monomer are arranged in linear arrangements and that can be recycled. Okay. So here are the example of the thermosetting plastic. Number one is bakelite. We know that bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. That's why it's uses for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils. So the handles of these utensils are made by bakelites. Now the second example is melamine. Melamine, it is we can say that fire resistant. It has the fire resistivity property. So it is resistant to fire and can tolerate heat. So that's why it's uses for making floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire. Now this is the worksheet number 4 related to the previous slides. So look at the first one. Name some objects made of plastics. You can write down any objects like polythene is made by the plastic, electrical switches you can write down. So many items you can write down in this. Number 2 is what is polythene? Polythene is made by many small units of ethene and we can say that it is made by the monomer of ethene. Now give some examples of thermoplastics. There are two examples you can write down here. Number one is polythene and another you can write down here. Many examples you can write down in thermoplastics. We have studied PVC, polythene. So these you can write down here. For thermosetting plastics example, bakelite, melamine, you write down here. What is the full form of PVC? Polyvinyl chloride. Name of plastics used for making floor tiles. So which plastic we are using? Melamine. You can write here. Okay. So next is the characteristics or properties of plastics. So characteristic properties of plastics here. What are the properties and what are the characteristics of plastics? So number first property of the plastic is non-reactive. That we have studied that plastic does not react with air, water and any chemical. So plastic do not react with water and air. They are corroded. They are not corroded easily. That's why they are used to store various kinds of materials including many chemicals. Now the second property of the plastic is it is light, strong and durable. Durable we can give any shape and size. So plastic is very light, strong, durable, can be molded into different shapes and size. It is used for various purposes. Plastics are generally cheaper than metal. They are widely used in industry and for household articles. Okay. So the third characteristics of plastic, these are poor conductors. Plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. That's why it is used for making electrical wires. Electrical wires have the plastic covering, and handles of screwdrivers are made of plastics. Handles of frying pans are made of plastics. So these are the three characteristics and properties of the plastics. Now here some of the important uses of plastics. What are the uses of plastics? Number one, plastics find extensive use in the healthcare industry. Means many of the items, many of the articles in healthcare industries we can make by plastics. Which items we can make by the plastics? Like first, the packaging of tablets, these are made by plastic. Threads used for stitching wounds, made by plastic. Syringe, doctor's gloves, and number of electric medical instruments, these are made by the plastics. Number second uses of it, cookware. A special plastic cookware is used in microwave ovens for cooking food. We know that in what kind of utensils we are using in microwave oven, made by the plastic. So special kind of plastics we can use. The vessels are made by the special kind of plastics which we are using in microwaves. So that's why this proves that plastics are non-reactive. It does not react with heat. In microwave oven, the heat cooks the food but does not affect the plastic vessels. Teflon is a special plastic on which oil and water do not stick. It is used for non-stick coating on cookware. You know that non-stick vessels, the coating of non-wetting is we can say non-stick coating is made by the Teflon. So in Teflon, this is also a special kind of plastics on which oil and water do not stick. Next is fireproof plastics. Although synthetic fibers catch fire easily, it is interesting to know that the uniform of firemen have coating of melamine plastics to make them flame resistant. This I already explained you that melamine, the coating of the fireman uniform, this is coated with melamine. So we can say that melamine have the property of flame resistance and fire resistance. Okay, so these are the important uses of plastics. Now next is plastics and environment. So plastic takes several years to decompose. What are the harmful effects and what are the effect of plastic on the environment? This we will study in this. So plastic takes several years to decompose. It is not environment friendly. It causes environment pollution. Besides, the burning process in the synthetic material is quite slow and it does not get completely burnt easily. In the process, it releases lots of poisonous fumes into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. We know that plastics, when we burn it, the harmful gases released by it, so that pollute the environment and causes air pollution. When we dumped it, it will not decompose easily. It takes several years to decompose. So we can say that plastic is not eco-friendly. Okay. Next is disposal of plastic is a major problem. Plastic is non-biodegradable waste. Okay. So biodegradable and non-biodegradable, these are the two kinds of waste materials. So what are the biodegradable? A material which gets decomposed through natural process, okay, such as bacteria. So these kind of wastes are known as biodegradable. For such example, wood, peels of vegetables, fruits, paper, means the material which get easily decomposed by the action of the bacteria. So these kind of wastes are known as biodegradable. And non-biodegradable means which not easily decomposed by natural process. So these are known as non-biodegradable. For example, plastic bags and metal cans. Now the next one is, here is a table that shows you which kind of wastes take how much time for decomposing and what is the type of material. So number first, we can say that the waste, peels of vegetables and fruits and leftover food stuff, it took we can say that 1 to 2 weeks for to degenerate, and this is a biodegradable waste. Second, we will talk about the paper. Paper will take 10 to 30 days to degenerate, and this is also a biodegradable waste. Cotton cloth 2 to 5 months and biodegradable. Wood 10 to 15 years, biodegradable. Woolen clothes about a year, biodegradable. tin, aluminium and other metal cans, it take 100 to 500 years to degenerate. This is non-biodegradable. And plastic bags, these we can say that the plastic bags take several years to degenerate. So this is non-biodegradable. So this is a table of materials which is bio and which is non-biodegradable. Here are some harmful effects of plastics. Number 1. Have you ever seen a garbage dump where animals, especially cows, are eating garbage? In the process of eating of food waste, they swallow material like polythene bags and wrappers of food. Can you imagine the consequences? The plastic material chokes the respiratory system of these animals or form a lining in their stomach and can be causes of their death. You know that first I already explained you, this is not the eco-friendly. Plastic is not the eco-friendly. When we dumped it, it took several years for decomposing. When we burn it, it causes the air pollution. And you know that when you throw plastic bags, wrappers here and there, so means it's swallowed by the many animals like cows, and it will choke the respiratory system of these animals and even or forms a lining in their stomach. Okay, it will choke a lining in their stomach and can be causes of their death. So we should not throw wrappers and plastic here and there. The polybags carelessly thrown here and there are responsible for clogging the drains too. Okay, first it causes the death of the many animals. Second, clogging the drains. Third, sometimes we are very careless and throw the wrappers of chips, biscuits and other eatable on the road or in the park or picnic places. So we should not do these kinds of things, because if we are doing, then many harmful effects we have to face it. So what we should do? The plastic bags and these all things we have to we can say that we have to dispose in a separate dustbins. So that's why we can recycle it, and many animals does not get harmed by this. So what should we do as a responsible citizen? So what measures do you suggest to keep public places clean and free of plastics? So number first, what should we do? Avoid the use of plastic as far as possible. Make use of bags made of cotton or jute when you go for shopping. So when you are going for shopping, which kind of bags you have to use? Cotton bags and jute bags. The biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastage should be collected separately and disposed of separately. Okay, so just like plastics and other kitchen like vegetables peels and these all things, we have to collect separately in separate dustbins. So this we can dispose of separately. Try to minimize the use of plastics materials. Examples, use a steel lunchbox instead of plastic one. Can you suggest some other ways in which you can contribute towards reducing the use of plastic material? So what are the ways by which we can reduce the use of plastic material? So it is better to recycle. Number first, recycle the plastic waste. Most of the thermoplastic can be recycled, so we should recycle it. However, during recycling, certain coloring agents are added to the limited uses, especially for storage of food. So the second way is we should follow the 4R principle rules. Number first, reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. So if we follow these things, then we can reduce, we can contribute towards the reducing the use of plastic materials. Okay, so now we have completed this chapter, plastics, and what are the effects of plastic on the environment. Now these are the exercise questions. These already I think you have done. Define of these terms like acrylic, artificial silk, plastic, polyester, polymer, polythene, rayon, synthetic fiber, terylene, thermosetting plastic, thermoplastic and plastic. These already we have done. Now these are the exercise questions. These also you have done. Explain why some fibers are called synthetic. Then mark the correct answer. Fill in the blanks. Okay, give example which indicate that nylon fiber are very strong. Why plastic containers are favored for storing food. These already we have done. Difference between thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics. So these already we have done. Okay, so now we have finished this chapter. If you have, and then after I have already sent you, I have already taken you the self-evaluation test. So this is the question: poly plus ethene, polythene, polyester plus cotton, polycot, polyester plus wool, polywool, terylene plus cotton, terrycot. So this already we have done. So we have finished this chapter in 2 videos. Part 1 I already sent you yesterday. This is the part 2 of this chapter, and in the next video we'll study the next chapter, material, metal and non-metal. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me, and if you have any problem, any queries, then you can ask me, you can message me, and I will solve your queries, I will solve your doubts. Okay, so just prepare this chapter for your quarterly exam, and or prepare all the worksheets, all the exercise questions and all the PPTs that I already sent you. And if you have any problem, you can see this video. By this video you can solve your problems. Okay, thank you.